Gojo pulling his mask down instead of up. I have a question. Why did Gojo wear the mask? Because like in the later chapters in the manga, he like doesn't wear it at all. So like, was he just trolling? Like, was he just showing off? Like, he could walk around with his eyes covered? Like, what was that? Like, I'd love to know actually why. Because I can't remember if we were ever given a reason. But anyway, that's just me. Landscape page. Use a pencil, use an eraser, hit pause, we'll go too fast. Center point to my page. Here, come over to the left. And we will start with a big old Gojo eyelash eye. So we'll go here. And we'll go diagonal first. And we want to bring this over the top. Slightly maybe curving a little bit as you go. And we usually spike down that side. Leave a little bit of a gap, optional, but we will. And then curve it around into where his tear duct is. Sometimes they draw in the tear duct, sometimes they don't. So we'll draw in a little one there. So those eyelashes, there's another line that goes the whole way around. So sorry if I cough a bit. I have a cough again. So that eyelash is there. You just want to spike them around, right? And there's like, they leave a little line just here of like flatness. And then when we get to the other side, a few of them go this way. Kind of just down there. And they're all kind of pink and purple. Big, well, not big really. It's kind of small. Iris, but circular. And a pupil in the middle. Eyelid line just above, like the skin of the eyeball, basically, you know, because your eyelid moves over it. So you just do a little diagonal that way, and then another one across the top. And then his eyebrow just above that, like so. I'm going to add a little section that we can color purple. So we do another line just here. Gets thinner as you go back. Then we can see like a little bit of his nose. Just there. Now, the other eye's covered, so instead of going, you know, when he pulls it up, he's going down. So this mask is being hooked by a finger, just like, say, underneath the eye in here. So it goes like across his nose. So I'm basically just going to slice his face, right? With a pen. So, and we meet like hair somewhere here. Okay. So there's a lot like hair spikes that come over here. We can see like a little bit of his eyebrow on this side as well. So I'll put it in line obviously with this one. So there. And then curving up that way. I want it to be about the same height, roughly. Doesn't have to be exact. And then we probably should see a bit of eyelid. Put it there. And then maybe a line for his nose. Could you see an eyelash? Maybe starts of an eyelash. Just underneath. Just a little hint. Sometimes they give them eyelashes on the bottom as well, actually. Down here, just little dashes, sort of on a line. Now, so I'm going to deal with the hair first, and then that hand. Yeah, I think that's a good way to go. So he basically has like really long hair. And we'll go just beside the eye. I don't want to cover the eye. We'll leave it exposed. You could if you wanted. Like sometimes it looks like a really, like a cooler image when his eyes kind of. I've drawn a couple of these, so if you've followed any of the others, you'll know what I mean. But I won't cover much of it this time. Okay, we'll just do a couple of hair spikes. Excuse me. Okay, and then coming down here. Well, yeah, we'll just keep adding these like wherever we feel. So this is like his fringe area. And then like this mask will like come down. So we'll put it sort of here, like kind of bumpy. And then go back like across his face here. And it's kind of being pulled that way. Might have a couple of extra little hair strands just underneath here. Maybe coming out behind his head as well. Like one or two. Let me just do the other side as well. And we just kind of keep spiking till we're happy. Then we've reached the other side. Like so. And then the sort of headbands, like it would go down and around the other side of his head. So we'll put it about here. Because it goes a bit wider because his ears are under there. So they kind of stick out a bit. So like we'll put it sort of there. Or we just finish the hair around here, and then we'll add the hand and shoulders then. So okay, so we'll go. Maybe I'll go different here. I'll just go down a bit. Right. We'll just keep adding all these. A small one in there. A bump. We'll just go the whole way around his head as well. So that's probably a good height. And then bring it back around the other side. That way into there, and then some texture lines just like sort of inside, you know, this kind of thing. And this, maybe you can make this maybe a bit of mask And then like some hair in here. Okay. So this hand, right, so his finger's kind of hooked over the mask, just here beside his eye, right? So it kind of like touches his eye and goes down. Just kind of to a knuckle there. The other side of the finger would be here. Let me just finish off that mask in there. So we can see 4 knuckles, so the next one beside it. And then the side of his hand just sort of goes this way, down to his wrist. And then the thumb sort of bumps out here on the side, goes underneath. Then we got like knuckle lines, sort of a standard. Knuckle, something there. Right, kind of like that. And then his hand here. The sleeve, you know. And then the other side of it. And we'll just bump it down this way. Look at it has sort of fold lines and stuff on it. Right, so he's got that collar that comes around his head. We'll go. Well, we finish his head first. Well, no, we'll do the collar first because it's like down here. Right? And it's like you can't see his chin, so his jaw just comes up. Like, say, this way. You might see a bit of his earlobe. Like so. Basically, your jawbone's like where the corner of your eye would be. Just if you're wondering where to go. And it's across from the mouth. So we can see a bit of his mouth. So you can keep the mouth closed if you want. Or we can add a bit of an opening. Like so. And then maybe bottom lip. Just there. And then neck that way. And then that collar then. Just carving around. Comes out the other side. The shoulder's kind of raised up. This one's more down. So say, should I see a bit more mask here? Maybe. Yeah. Okay, so this shoulder. Now, a male shoulder's, the proportion is like his face width or his skull. So like that'll bring you out roughly to where the collarbone ends and the shoulder goes down. Okay? When you're drawing male characters. So width of face, go over it, and that brings you like to the end of your collarbone. Right? And then you can go off that way. And this one is a bit different on this side because his arm is kind of slightly raised up. But we'll We'll make it maybe a bit easier on ourselves, and might go down a bit. What do I do? Yeah, I'll go down. We'll let it be a bit raised up. A bit higher up because of the hand being raised. And then you got that collar going down that way. And some folding lines. All right. Gojo. Mask. Being pulled down, not up. Wild. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.